Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, pokeaim here well, talking about something new that definitely has to do with competitive Pokemon, and this is now Mega Evolutions. In Sun and Moon, apparently the turn order is now determined after Mega Evolutions. To explain what that means, in previous generations, in the previous generation, Diancie, when it Mega Evolved, it did not get its speed until the turn after it Mega Evolved. So Diancie was forced to run Protect in order to get its speed. Beedrill had to run Protect in order to get its speed. Swampert didn't receive Swift Swim until after the turn of Mega Evolved or get the speed boost. And a few Pokemon like that. But apparently, and shout out to Swagadal, and I'll actually be linking the Smogon thread down below, as well as shout out to Pearly, or PJ, who actually helped me out. But basically it says, now none of the above is true. Mega Bayonet gets instant Prankster access. Sableye loses Prankster bonuses the moment in Megas. Mega Swampert gets instant Swift Swim. And Mega Beedrill and Mega Diancie, who are looking more broken by the second, are no longer required to run Protect to be effective. Plus all the other Megas that gain speed buffs are happy as well. And there's actually video proof right here, which I will be showing you. But basically, it's a level 10 Bayonet versus a level 43 Execute. Level 43 Execute should definitely be faster than level 10 Bayonet, but as you will see by this video right here, where the Bayonet actually ends up Mega Evolving, you'll see that it will end up going first before the Execute. So let's just watch. Yeah, Bayonet uses Substitute level 10 before Mega Evolving, and to be clear, guys, Bayonet does not receive Prankster before it Megas. It doesn't have Prankster until it Megas. So Bayonet now has Prankster as it Megas, and this is completely huge. This is a crazy good buff for Megas. We heard a lot of nerfs that were going on. Mega Kangaskhan getting nerfed, a whole lot of stuff like that. Mega Gengar pretty much getting nerfed, with a few things, or Gengar in general. But this is a crazy buff. Now, like you said, Diancie no longer has to run Protect. The turn Diancie Mega Evolves, it can fire off a Moonblast and have 350 base speed that turn. So if, let's say, okay, for example, I have my Diancie out and I am at, I'm Timid Nature, right? This is my investment. And this is regular Diancie with Timid Nature, just to show you guys. Regular Diancie with Timid Nature. And then we see, okay, let's see Breloom, for example. Breloom's out on the opposing field, right? And Breloom, it's not running an Assault Vest, nor is it running Effect Spore. But Breloom is Jolly. So, in previous in the previous generation, what would have to happen is Breloom would outspeed me and could hit me with Bullet Seed and knock me out, right? Assuming this is, let's just say Life Orb. So Breloom can hit me with Bullet Seed, right? And knock me out. And be faster than me. And I would be forced to run Protect in order to outspeed it that turn. However, on the turn that I click Mega Evolution, even though my Diancie has 218 speed on the beginning of that turn, the second I click Mega Evolution goes before everything else. And I have my 350 speed, and I will outspeed Breloom and be able to knock it out with Moonblast. That's crazy. This is insane for all the Megas, really. Just to show you, I've listed them. Absol gets the speed boost before and Magic Bounce when it Mega Evolves. I mean, for Pokemon like Sableye, for example, it loses Prankster, so Sableye doesn't like it as much, but because Sableye abused Prankster with the old mechanics as well as Magic Bounce in the same turn. Why is Meganium here? Get that out of here. But Alakazam automatically gets a speed. So let's say there's the match of Alakazam versus Weavile, and typically, unless you Protect or you want to risk Focus Blast, you don't stay in. But the Weavile is at about 60%. I'm still a regular Alakazam. Weavile does outspeed me. If I do Mega Evolve and have Dazzling Gleam, I will outspeed it in that turn, and I can knock it out. Aggron gets Filter. Well, we already knew that. Aerodactyl starts off as it Mega Evolves that turn. That boy starts off with 438 speed. Can you imagine that, guys? A Jolly Gyarados. Or a Gyarados, right? It's Jolly. That boy is +1. So +1 Jolly Gyarados, that's 287. What you do is you obviously multiply that times by 1.5. So Jolly Mega Gyarados at +1 is 287 speed. Imagine the scenario where Gyarados is already dragging itself. I send out a regular Aerodactyl and I Mega Evolve, and that turn I outspeed it. And I'm able to knock it out with the Stone Edge. So this is huge for Megas. Megas definitely have appreciated this buff. I want to go through a few more of them just to see, what else has been buffed. Mega. Dino doesn't really care because, it wants Regenerator. But Mega Bayonet obviously gets a Prankster automatically. Blaziken already had Speed Boost. Camerupt would already have Sheer Force anyway. Gallade already has Inner Focus. Sandforce doesn't really matter. Pixelate doesn't really matter. Refrigerate doesn't really matter because you Mega Evolve. But I'm trying to think of a few that do. Houndoom gets the ridiculous speed. Not the ridiculous, but Houndoom automatically gets the speed that speed ties with Pokemon, like as of the turn that the turn that it Mega Evolves. So this is crazy. I do want to know your thoughts on this down below. Obviously, Lopunny starts off the game. Lopunny doesn't even have to go for Fake Out. I mean, Fake Out's still a great move, and it gets off chip damage and it stops your opponent. But Lopunny, the turn it Mega Evolves, it starts off with 405. If my opponent has, let's say, I want to say something that's faster than Lopunny before Mega Evolving. If my opponent has a Latias on the field, right, and let's say the Latias is about at 40%, I'm going to say 40%. Or maybe not Latias, because Latias is actually pretty bulky. Let's go Superior. My opponent has a Superior. The Superior is at about 60%, right? I mean, I could Fake Out and knock it out, but in that turn, I can actually just click High Jump Kick or Return or Ice Punch and knock out the Superior. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is huge for Mega Evolution, and honestly just a buff. Lucario starts it up with already being faster than Latias and Gengar. Mega Metric starts it off with its 405 speed, man. Mega Mewtwo Y, which this is also another great one, it starts off being able to outspeed Mega Gengar automatically. So, again, this is a huge buff for Megas. I want to give a big shout out to Swagadal. This is pretty crazy, the fact that this has been tested. And let's see if this also reflects speed. And you're going to need to test Adrenaline Orb. Okay. But, yeah, big shout out to also Pearly for showing this. Basically, Blender also agrees that it is busted as well. But, and my boy Mike also confirmed it, because the first person to ask is him, okay? Because that dude is data mining. But this is huge. I do want to know your thoughts. I want to leave them down below. Obviously, I think Megas just got a whole lot better. And Megas were already great Pokemon to deal with, to begin with. But a lot of Megas just got so much better. Imagine having to deal with an Alakazam when Weavile is your answer, and the turn that the Alakazam Mega Evolves, it is faster than your Weavile and able to take it out. So, like I said, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Can't wait to read them, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.